Okay, we're going to check out a trailer for a new Anna Kendrick movie called The Day Shall Come.
Prepare ye, for the day that approaches is the day of the great revolution. Are you ready to rule? We are ready to rule. May you live to see the accidental dominance of the white race overthrown. Cool? You're gonna pitch me the next 9/11.
What about this guy Moses Shabazz?
That's a lone wolf.
There's 4 of them, actually.
Duck walk. That's a lone wolf. Had to happen. My mission is to change the lives of poor people. What's up?
So, this is kind of an interesting pitch. It's like the FBI runs these sting operations, if you ever read about them, where they try to basically ferret out terrorists before they commit terror. But the problem is the guys they usually end up ferreting out are, crazy wackaloons who have no power, no resources, wouldn't be able to do anything without the resources of the FBI, ironically enough. And there's a lot of interesting articles about that. They say there's rumors that Timothy McVeigh may actually have been one of those guys, and that the FBI in the early days actually armed him and or helped him in order to capture him. But then, it sort of spiraled out of control or whatever. But then later they created a policy where they would sell these guys weapons and bombs, but they didn't work, which is a much better policy if they're going to do this. But so this is pretty ripe for comedy, and satire.
Drop the gun weapon. Let's offer this Moses Shabazz some fun.
He could set up a meeting with a rich ISIL sheikh.
Perhaps your army needs weapons? No. We don't believe in guns. If necessary, we'll call on the dinosaurs. At the sound of the trumpet, they will come to our aid.
I think it's
The one of the guys in this is from What We Do in the Shadows, which is a great vampire show, by the way, on FX. You should totally watch it.
Yeah, schizophrenia plays. Being played, Mo. What if I'm playing them? Whoever it is playing me. Could you pay someone to inform upon themselves?
You want to inform on yourself?
Would you be interested?
He's got the threat signature of a hot dog.
Peace, brothers. Jihad has no off switch. Next.
I like the premise a lot. I think part of the issue is Anna Kendrick is really not as animated as I'd expect her to be. She's not really bringing the energy to this trailer. Like, she needs to be bigger. This is a comedy, and they're making the terrorists the big thing, and I don't know. Anna Kendrick's a little too subdued, I think.
So the Statue of Liberty's wearing a burqa. He beheaded Bruce Springsteen. Just get him back out there to blow up a skyscraper, or I'll drop the case.
Okay, so...
Yeah, so this is based on a true story. I definitely think this is probably the guys. I think they were in Florida. And this looks kind of like Florida. They had some kind of 9/11 plan, sort of, but really the FBI sort of pushed them that way. But they were just nuts. I think they ended up going to jail.
So, we have to get him a fake nuke.
I'll take another idea if you got one. How about not selling nukes to Nazis? Uranium. Prepare on your chest. And make it fall off.
I am just a guy talking to another guy, trying to send a third guy to jail. I'm calling it a full-arm response.
Shit, a pineapple. We got armed!
Unarmed black man, unarmed white man. Which one's more likely to have the gun?
I'm gonna be sick. It's just the horn they used to summon the dinosaurs.
Ha ha.
You think this gonna work out?
No.
It looks like a solid premise. This is actually the second take of this, so I've actually seen this. This is the second time. Now that I'm looking at it again, my first reaction was more positive. Now that I'm looking at it again, I feel like it's a little underwhelming comedically. That all the performances are a little low key, and they need to be much bigger, in my view. The actors are okay, but they're not really bringing it. Someone like a Will Ferrell or You know, somebody needs to be big in this. You know, the guy who's the terrorist is crazy, but he's not, you know, he's not. I'll tell you who would have been great is the guy from We Are the Shadows. He would have been great in that role as the terrorist. You know, he is definitely hilarious. Anna Kendrick is okay, but needs more. I mean, she needs to really bring it. You know, that scene where she's telling him, don't worry about the horn, it's the dinosaurs, like, that could have been so much bigger and energetic. No. That's just the horn for the dinosaurs. Like, that's the kind of delivery she needed. And it's, it seems like, I don't know, maybe she's phoning it in or whatever. So, I might watch this because I like the premise on, like, Netflix or something. I definitely wouldn't go to the theaters for this. So, again, not a bad premise. Not a bad a lot of good premises I'm finding these days. Good to see. That means better screenwriting. Good premise, better screenwriting. But you can only do so much with the direction and, you know, the acting. As screenwriters, we don't have any control over that. So, what are you going to do?